Yeah, good morning, everyone. We saw US market indicating positive trend, and even in Asia also the markets are bit positive. Whereas Indian market are still struggling with the tariff, and there is no negotiation or outcome expected in near term. As such, we are struggling for the tariff. Uh, the commodities are also indicating more of a positive trend, wherein uh, copper has seen 0.5% gain, and iron ore and steel are also up by 0.5%, whereas the other commodities are more of a flattish. So overall trend from the India perspective looks more of a range bound in today's trade. Now I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. Today, the market is likely to open on a flattish note and we're likely to witness some range-bound trading session during the day. Friday, we have seen that the Nifty has maintained a negative closing at the near these close, which is some sort of a cautious sign. 24,350. Now going ahead, the Nifty has a very good support at around 24,250. Any move below that level, we see the extension of this falls towards to 24,170 levels. Upside, the momentum is restricted unless and until it doesn't give any breakouts about 24,600, 700. That is a very strong resistance zones we are looking for on the Nifty side. So view is a bit cautious. Downside 24,000 up to 24,150 to 24,000 levels can be tested on the lower levels. So the fresh longs positions can be accumulated once the Nifty manages to hold the 24,000 psychological mark. For today, intraday purpose, 24,440 is the first resistance zone. Any move above that level will only see some sort of a pullback rally towards to 24,500 to 600 levels on the higher side. Coming towards the bank nifty, the support is placed at around 54,940. Below that level, 54,670, 54,440 levels can be seen. Whereas the resistance is placed at around 55,400, 55,640 levels. The view on the Nifty and the Bank Nifty will remain cautious as long as it sustains below the mentioned resistance levels. Coming towards the stock specific, PTM really looks good on the technical front. The stock is trading in the very good formations on the upper high top high bottom formations. Very well placed above the short term moving averages, say the 20 DMA. We are looking for a target of 1130. Those who want to take a buy call, they can accumulate at the CMP by keeping a strict stop loss of 1034. That's it from my end. I request derivative team to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. On the derivative front, the overall open interest has shot up a bit. Also, importantly, the PCR has come down drastically on Friday from above 1 to 0.66. So we saw a steep fall on Friday. Also, lower top, lower bottom closing below the 24,500 levels. Now, this is a negative. All the data has become negative. Also, the second highest built up of puts at 24,500 witnessed some sort of liquidation. We have seen huge amount of open interest built up from the call front from 24,500 onwards up to the 25,000 levels. So now we might continue to see further selling in Nifty and which can take it downwards towards that 24,000 odd levels. So yeah, look out for the same. The Nifty view has changed to bearish, at least from the near term perspective. For any bounce back action, the only real positive thing is that the PCR has touched its oversold zone, and we might just witness some amount of buying in the next few trading sessions as it moves towards 0.6 or 0.55. Some buying action can probably come in from there on. Yeah, from the stock specific front, most of the stocks witnessed some selling pressure, and banking in particular witnessed a lot of selling. We expect further selling to continue in the banking space with important supports being broken. Overall, the private banks, which had attracted some open interest built up, will see more selling action. So the likes of Axis, IndusInd, HDFC, even ICICI can witness some sort of selling pressure going forward. So yeah, look out for the same. That's it from my side. Like to the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. During the weekend, Manappuram Finance posted its result. Uh, Result is declining. Its net interest income declined by 8.5% year on year. Profits declined by 76.2% year on year. And its asset quality also declined. For MFI GNPA also declined. The stock is trading at 1.8 times trailing price to book value, and outlook is neutral for the stock. SBI posted the results in line with expectations. Its profits grew by 12.5% year on year. Its ROA was flat, 1.1% year on year and sequentially. In con call, management stated that net interest margin is expected to stabilize and improve from Q3 onwards, and they have provided the ROA guidance of 1% for FY26, and their credit growth will pick up in the upcoming quarters. Its segmental growth were remained robust, and especially in the SME segment, which grew at 19 to 21%. Auto and unsecured personal loans are expected to gain momentum in the second half of the year. And the bank has successfully completed its QIP, raising 25,000 crore to strengthen its CET1 capital ratio. So the stock is trading at 1.2 times trailing price to book value, and outlook is positive for the stock. So that is from me. Thank you.
Good morning. Tata Motors' consolidated result is below expectations. Its revenue and EBITDA declined on quarter-on-quarter and year-on-year basis. EBITDA margin came at 9.3% versus expectations of 12%, and its PAT is marginally above the expectation. And stock is currently trading at PE of 11.5 times FY27 EEPS. And JLR result is also below expectation. We attended its con call. So near term, global demand is expected to remain challenging, with recovery likely in H2 as macro uncertainty eases. In the domestic market, gradual recovery is expected, driven by product launches, the festive season, rural revival, and infrastructure push. In JLR, management gave full year EBIT margin guidance of 5 to 7% for FY26. And in commercial vehicle, company expects quarter 2 FY26 industry volume to improve year on year due to a low base in quarter 2 FY25, like normalization of monsoon, festive season demand from mid-August, and rural infrastructure recovery. In passenger vehicle, PV industry growth for FY26 is expected to less than 5%. So overall, the outlook for Tata Motor is a neutral. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, a few more results. Garwari High-Tech came up with the numbers, and numbers were marginally ahead of expectation. Company reported a EBITDA margin of 22% versus expectation of 19%. In this period, the company has to absorb around 10% of the tariff applicable from April, but company was able to absorb completely and shown higher EBITDA margin. Whereas now the tariff has been increased to 25%, so additional 15% company uh, has to bear it, and which we feel can have some impact on the EBITDA margin in the coming period. company get around 45% of revenue from the US. Company is looking to diversify its presence in Europe, where it get around 12% of revenue, where they are focusing to increase it, and also in Middle East, where they get currently around 3% of revenue. There also they are looking to expand the presence and increase the market share. Apart from that, their domestic PP pen protection film is doing exceedingly well and shown good growth of around 20-25% in domestic market. So the uncertainty of the Darwariya High-Tech from the tariff in the US first, which is applicable from 3rd August, an additional 25% which may be applicable from 27th will have its its problem of tariff and the impact on the margins, as company directly sells in the US with its own brand. So we'll have some concern on that. So till that time, the uncertainty persists. We have a neutral rating on the company. Apart from that, Camlin Finechem came up with the numbers, and the number got impacted substantially in this quarter, mainly because of the 1 month shutdown which the company has taken during the April month, and that has a fixed cost impact of around 12.5 crores. Apart from that, the company had given some incentive to employee of the blend business, which is doing comparatively well as compared to other businesses. So that impact is around 7.5 crores. So EBITDA, which company has reported, is around 19 crore against the expectation of 65 crore. So even adding up these two things, it remained below the expectation of 65 crores. The main growth driver are the vanillin, which has a very high duty on import from China in US and also in Europe, wherein company is the supplier and get benefit because of that. To post these duties, still company will have lower cost as compared to the other player, like Chinese player and also Solvay. So that will have an positive impact in the coming quarter. So any substantial decline from the price current level can be used to purchase this stock for next quarter. And one IPO in the name of Blue Stone is opening up. They are omni-channel seller of jewelry, more like CaratLane, wherein fashion jewelries are being sold in the open market through online and stores. They got around 275 stores across various cities and expanding this store network very aggressively. Company has, if we compare it with CaratLane, the stock is offered at around 4.5 times sales, whereas CaratLane, when it got sold to Tata fully, its last sale was in 23 August, wherein they sold 27% holding of CaratLane to Tata's Tanishq. That was valued at around 5.5 times sales, but at that time, CaratLane became profitable at that time. And if we compare financials of these two companies, the overhead burden on the Blue Stone is much higher as compared to CaratLane. So that can act as a bit dampener. And valuation discount as compared to CaratLane is not sufficient, considering that it's still Blue Stone will take few years to break even from here. So as such, we had given neutral rating to the Blue Stone IPO. That's all from us. I'll request commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. So in gold, prices have already opened a gap down. One should wait for a pullback around 1 lakh 1,500 and sell with a stop loss of 1 lakh 1,800. On downside, it can test 1 lakh 800, 1 lakh 500 on lower end. Silver also prices are expected to test 1,300 to 1 lakh 13,200, 1 lakh 12,500 on lower end. So wait for a pullback and sell. One can sell around 1 lakh 14,500 to 700 and maintain a stop loss of 1 lakh 15,500. And uh, in metals, copper looks positive. Buying on dips around 885, 886 is recommended with a stop loss of 880. On upside again, 893, 897 are the levels where one can book profits, wherein using to one can buy around 269 with a stop loss of 267. On upside, 272, 273 are the levels where one should book profits. Crude oil prices are expected to trade in a range from 5,500 to 5,700. Though, if prices are sustaining 5,550, then for a pullback, one can buy with a strict stop loss of 5,480. On upside, again, 56, 50, 5,700 are the levels where profit booking is advisable. And in natural gas, we are expecting correction, and if prices are sustaining below 255, then we expect further correction till 245 to 40 on downside. So maintain a stop loss of 265. That's it from us. Thank you very much.